out, and which guys you want for special teams?
That's the $1 million question. Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about walking in here. Just every year it's different with the portal, and you have pretty much a whole new team, and just getting to know them throughout the winter workouts, and have the team bonding and the culture and all that stuff that you have to just rebuild. Obviously, we have a talented roster. We just got to get the right guys in the right spots. So, for example, at my positions, they're all new. You got a new long snapper, you have a new field goal kicker, you have a new punter. So it's it's a work in progress. But I thought we had a pretty good day today. Tanner Gillis has done a nice job at punting for us. We have an Australian punter to replace Josh as well. We'll see how he's coming along pretty well. Lachlan Kerrigan, and then we have a transfer from Ohio, Gianni Spedic, for the field goal kicker, and Oliver Castaneda has been here. This will be his second year, so he's starting to gain some confidence. And you take it for granted things like Colby Cox, who played for like 3 years for us, and was just money snapping the football. Those are the little things that, like, special teams wise, that people don't really quite understand how important the long snapper is, how important the holder is for field goals. It's a whole completely new operation. And then we don't have our returners will be new. Kobe Drake was phenomenal. We had the ultimate trust in him. So we got guys like Greg DeRosier, and Sutton will be back, and Bryce Dorsey's dynamic. He's a dynamic young player. So we certainly have a lot of tools. We just got to make sure that we have the right guys who we feel that we can trust back there.
So you basically got two guys competing for a place kicker, two guys for a punter.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen with the 105 is, in the specialist world, it's going to be a two deep. Like, it'll be two long snappers, two kickers, two punters. You can't. The days of bringing in more of that are going to be over. So.
And so, I mean, you mentioned Sutton.
Yeah.
I know where he was expected to be last year before he got hurt. Are you still expecting him to be, your kick returner?
I hope so. I mean, between he and Greg DeRosier, those are two good problems to have. I mean, those are dynamic, explosive guys with the ball in their hand. I so missed Sutton last year. I mean, just his presence, his smile, all that. He's been working his butt off to get back. I mean, like, you wouldn't believe how hard he's been working. He's so hungry. So all those things, we have some talent, and Sutton's a unique, special talent.
And with your two field goal kickers, how do you feel about their range and what you've been seeing so far?
Both of them have really strong legs. We just finished a field goal period, and then Oliver did a really nice job. He was perfect for the day, and Gianni missed one that was really deep. But Gianni's, I think, his longest 53 in a game at Ohio. And then we're going to miss guys like Tristan Vandenberg, a kickoff guy. We kicked the ball off, I think it was 83 times last year, and 75 of those weren't returned. That's an amazing fact. So the kickoff specialist guy, Oliver's got an extremely strong leg. So does Gianni. But I think we were very spoiled with Tristan. It's just coverage part of it.
And how much, particularly with the new guys, like the transfers and everything, how much did you look at their film if they played special teams at their former school?
Yeah, no. So what we have staff meetings, special team staff meetings, and one of the projects that we did was we went through all their film and all their special teams film, because most of the coaches just watch their offensive, defensive tape to make their evaluation in the portal, and then we watched all their special teams tape as well. So we kind of have a feel for this guy's a linebacker. He can play on the punt team. This guy's a safety. He could fit this role on coverage. Those type of things. So it was an interesting project. It was tedious, but it was definitely worth doing.
Is there anybody? I know it's early, but is there anybody who you feel is kind of stepping out? Like this could be our. I know like the gunner. Is there anybody who you were seeing who could be that?
Yeah, well, we have a few good candidates. I mean, we have Jamari Hawkins back. I think he's one of the better gunners in the country, to be honest with you. But the guy that's really kind of sticking out is Duke Cooper. Like, he's a phenomenal athlete. Got good size, can run. He's really. I think he's probably going to be the starting gunner along with Jamari. I would say if we had to play today, that would be probably one of the things.
I know the coaching staff has talked about, just in terms of the measurements, the athleticism and the length. Is how are you kind of seeing that play out in special teams, just having that athleticism that some of the other coaches have talked about?
Yeah, no, I mean, the coach has done a nice job evaluating. We're long at the corner spot in safety, especially. We have linebackers who can run and hit. We're just like, it's a puzzle right now. The depth chart is very fluid, but I think we're starting to get a good feel for what we got. And again, it's one of those deals. If we stay healthy, we should be fine.
You talked about Kobe Cox, how important he was. You got any candidates of replacing that important role that he played?
Oh yeah, Jonathan Zarut is he's on scholarship now. He was a freshman walk-on for us last year. He's from Miami. He's done a really nice job, and then we're going to bring in a high school kid from Florida.
Appreciate you.
Good.